Well, New Mexico is right in the middle of the driest year on record. Everything began with a disappointing and dangerous winter, extreme cold and extreme drought. The National Weather Service says this time we can at least expect some things to improve. News 13's Selena Westervelt is live in the Newsplex with a look.
Tim, you can blame last winter's disappointing weather on La Nina, a weather pattern that we can expect to see again this winter. But the National Weather Service says how bad things will get depends on how we start the season. A sight for sore eyes in New Mexico, even though it was in the middle of this year's balloon fiesta. Just ask the vendors who struggled to stay in business.
We had sporadic customers, like maybe 1 an hour. It's not good for business.
Last year's drought wasn't good for business either. Many of the state's ski areas opened late and closed early. But this winter they could be in for some relief.
If we can catch a couple good storms early in this winter period, that's certainly going to help things out. But unfortunately, as you go deeper into the winter and early spring, it doesn't bode very well.
Carrie Jones with the National Weather Service says timing will be key. We need snow and we need it soon. Early snow is more beneficial because colder temperatures keep it on the ground and help with snowpack. But Jones says it would be impossible for parts of the state to catch up with this year's drought.
This time last year, none of the state was classified as extreme or exceptional drought. As we talk today, about 2/3 of the state currently in that status.
La Nina is also to blame for February's record cold. It caused pipes to freeze and burst across the state and led to power outages that lasted for weeks in northern New Mexico.
It was something that we might see every 30 to 50 years. It's not a very common occurrence. Now, would we expect something of that magnitude this year? Chances are certainly argue against it.
He says things should be a bit more mild this year and possibly even warmer than normal, but it will definitely be dry.
We are going into this winter in very dire situation for many areas of the state, so the outlook of not much precipitation is certainly not what we want to look forward to.
Now, meteorologists say if we don't get a significant amount of moisture this winter, the fire danger will continue to climb, especially in the southeastern part of the state. Tim?
Thank you, Selena. This year, Roswell set a record for the number of days the thermometer soared into triple digits. And forecasters say while places like Taos and Red River might see a fair amount of snow, areas like Roswell and Ruidoso will be lucky to see any snow at all. And it's